Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Yeah. Young Satoshi. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We go to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We going to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. My ETH costs more than your rent. I spend my life savings, get a 10. Dragons get the hottest coming next. Me and Joe Rose making bets. All this shit seem new to me. Mixing blockchain with security. Keeping data safe is the fluency. How could you not fuck with the company?
All right, welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky, the Dragonchain update show. This is episode 1x11b. That is 0x11b, which is actually pronounced 1x11b. That is hex for the 284th weekly episode. And reminder, nothing on the show is financial advice. And stay tuned after the updates for a quick AMA. So first up in Dragonchain updates this week, we have the show distribution of governance lot that is for Super Happy Dragon Lucky. And it is governance lot for the Dragonchain layer on Den. So last week's distribution was 688 lot. There was one question for 344 lot. There was no featured post. The host received 344 lot, and Dragonchain received 344 lot. Next, we go to Den.Social updates, and the first thing up is that the LCP, the layer creation process, the community process by which new layers are originated, are created in the community. The phase is on for proposals. It is January 2025 LCP proposal phase, and it did start last Tuesday, 2 days ago. And per a DAO vote in the past, the winners will be the #1 layer proposal as ranked by unique voter and the #1 layer proposal as ranked by lore committed. It will run for 1 week. And let's see here. What else do we want to say? Make sure that your layer proposal is not a duplicate, of course. And I'm going to do this so we can actually look at them real quick. All proposals should be entered by next Monday, January 13th. And let's see here. The commitment phase will start next Tuesday, January 14 at 1000 Eastern, 1400 UTC. And you can look through here. This is by lore. So Dreams in the lead, videotapes, China. And by unique voter, it is Planet Soccer, Dreams, and motivational quotes. So anyway, get in there and come up with something new that can take the Den world by storm. It might be worth noting that we do have an emperor now, so maybe there'd be something that would be useful to capitalize on there. And let's see here, DAO updates. So we're still using the regular discussion post. If you have anything this week, if I remember correctly, the emperor is going to start the new Den show. I don't know what it's going to be called next week, and I believe that it will double as the DAO meeting as well. So you just be able to show up there, ask questions in the comments, ask questions in the post, potentially go on live and bring up ideas or whatever might make sense in the midst of all of the other things that he's going to be doing on that show. So pay attention for that. Maybe we'll hear on the roundtable later today. If that, what day he's going to run that to start on. I think he was talking about figuring out what the best time is. Next, World Blockchain Roundtable updates. In case you missed it last week, the episode was Bitcoin's birthday party, January 3. What do we celebrate? Episode 189. It was, I got to see part of it. It was a good show. But anyway, go and watch that. The more views it gets the first week, the more lot the participants will get. And let's see here. Today's show is blockchain solutions for a post-banking and government collapse. Wow, yeah, blockchain solutions for a post-banking and government collapse should be an important episode. Should be some important info, whether you're in crypto or whether you live in the modern world. There might be something interesting in there for you. Make sure you get in there and leave a blockchain related question or a question about that topic. It looks like we already have a good set of them, but get in there and leave a question and we'll be able to answer it. Also, we now move to DRAKARIA updates. So if you are not already, please follow DRAKARIA World on X. That's where all the updates are going out. And there are still a couple of handfuls of keys, gateway keys available that will be given away before the launch. We're hoping the launch happens relatively soon. We're testing. We're getting a couple of little wrinkles ironed out and bugs worked out. So pay attention for one thing, because we might have a big gateway key giveaway sometime in the coming weeks or month, and then the launch will happen soon thereafter. So get on there, ask questions of Grok about the white paper, see what it tells you. And let's see here. While we refresh the AMA questions, I want to tell you guys, please do like, subscribe, and share everything. We have Coca-Cola today. Oh, it's actually Coca-Cola. I hadn't noticed that. Scott Schrader and I am in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to refresh it again. All right, here we go. First question from I am. Den question. Can a vote by the lot owners change the name of a layer? For example, 2024 U.S. election layer. It should be renamed, likely, right? It should be named for the next midterm elections. Or if there's something else going on in U.S. elections, there might be some local race or something that becomes important. But either way, yes, the layer owners by majority vote, and it might not even, if I remember right, there's not even a notion because we didn't build it in, although we knew that we might want it later. We didn't want to complicate things when we first rolled it out, but there is no quorum requirement. So if one person votes and nobody else votes, then that wins the day. So just know that. And yes, though, they can change the name of the layer. Same subject. Next question. Could the majority of lot holders vote to change a layer name and the subject? For example, the animal layer could be changed to the Led Zeppelin band layer. Absolutely. I would have to double check. I don't know if we've had much testing on changing the short form, what shows up as the URL, and if it is fully rolled in on the back end. I think it is, so that even the search engine optimization happens, so that a search engine can know that is the layer, that's the content, and all the rest, know where to crawl, I guess, to find the posts and the replies. So anyway, yes, it can happen. And this might have some bearing coming up. There will be a discussion if and when the Den that new project comes into Den, and we might be open to some Den changes that will help everything flow better. So keep that in mind for that. Next question. Let me vote on it. Let me vote on it. I vote. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Next, I am for I am. Featured post suggestion. Okay. All right. Let me open that up. And before I show it, in case he's trying to trick me. Okay. No, this is good. All right. So this is a post from Jacob Wayne. I accept it. This should be a featured post. Live. Oh, look at that. There's like a ton of energy. Jacob, I'm not going to give you as much energy as I might normally because I'm saving it for the roundtable questions. It is not the wrong layer. This is in Introduce Yourself, and it is not non-original. It is, in fact, original, right? So, Happy New Year from Texas, Jacob Wayne. Let's look at the picture. Awesome. This is great. There's a nice big field behind him. Jacob Wayne, awesome. I think he's in San Antonio, correct? I'm pretty sure that's right. Let's see here. Hello, all denizens, and Happy New Year. If we know each other, I want to say that I'm still active on Den in the background, reading posts, curating content with my energy. Nowadays, I have a great amount of matter and love using my energy on top-notch posts. So thank you for your quality content. If I don't know you, I'm Jacob Wayne from Texas and have a family of 4 now. Recent achievement unlocked. Congratulations, Jacob. I don't know if we said that before, if we knew that happened, but congratulations anyway. And own a couple of small businesses, including a videography. Is it videography or videography business and a retro reselling business? That's awesome. I'm excited about 2025, and shout out to I am the Emperor. I think it will be an awesome year with his new position as Den Emperor for the next few months. Hopefully that will push us in the right direction right off the bat for 2025. See you around this year, right? And excellent stuff. See, people answering. Rock stars even in there. That is awesome. So I'll go in and vote those up too. See, great point from Jacob Wayne. It's a great featured post. So awesome work there. Okay, let's see here. Next. Oh, sorry, I didn't switch back. Time Hoarder. You can see I did not skip any. Featured post, Time Hoarder. Can layer owners convert the public layer to adjust distributions like the Dragonchain layer or possibly to a paid layer? So let's see here. If you have I guess what would be a standard layer, and there are a few out there. We had called them business layers at one point, but essentially it's a paid layer, a custom layer, something that you come in and pay the fee and put in the lore and create the lot, and then you can give the lot away. You could trade it. You could do whatever you want with it. You can keep it yourself. And if you do that path, if you go down that path, you can add more, and that's how the roundtable did it. That's how that's how the this Super Happy Dragon Lucky layer did it. And there are a few others that can do that out there. If it is an LCP layer, a layer that was created in the layer creation process, you can't do that. They are locked where no more lot can be created for them. Now, there is a chance, and with the stuff coming up, and I'll put this out there, don't put much into this because it needs to be formulated, it needs to be discussed, and it needs to be decided. This is by no means final. I'm just talking about what we might be doing. There might be, and I'm not going to give you all the details because there are too many right now, but there might be some reasons. There might be reasons that the Den community, denizens, might want to change that configuration, to change that model, where even the LCP layers could create new lot. Now, I don't know if that's going to make sense or not, but there are a couple of things that are happening with that other project that will follow the same model that the Roundtable does and that the Super Happy Dragon Lucky does, but with some added innovations, some new features that will work with it. And there is a chance that the LCP layers might want to do that. If we did open it up, it would be my guess, kind of what I would want to see is that each layer would individually be able to decide that, amongst the owners of the layer. They could say, hey, yes, let's follow this new model. So, and start with the ownership we have and then start following the new model so that we can bring in new people. But at the same time, you might say, no, we're not going to do it. And for that matter, because this new project, if it does happen, if we do decide to, bring it to Den for the decision, because it will be a pretty important Den DAO vote. If that happens, it will likely be that we will have a lot more adoption, a lot more users, a lot more traffic, in which case there will be some very interesting angles on how Den works that we've been mulling over a lot of these things for years, and a few things clicked into place in the past 6 months that really makes it look attractive and makes it look like there's a huge opportunity here. So sorry for that. Right now you can't on an LCP layer, you can on a non-LCP layer, but that might even open up in the future as well. So, and for that matter, when that happens and when we get enough of those people in, let's say we move to this or we bring in this new system, we change some things on Den, maybe we change that, maybe we don't, but all of the existing layers, there might be some that are hugely low traffic, right? That theoretically someone could come in and say, hey, there's an opportunity. Why don't we change this layer to this entirely other, totally rebrand it. And it would be a layer-based governance vote, so it would be doable. There's some really interesting, fun stuff that could happen there. So, anyway, all right, I am. Let's see here. My second question, if time permits, understanding no lot will be rewarded for a second question. Thank you for mentioning. Question: would you care to comment on Meta, that is Facebook, or LifeLog, moving to, quote, community notes based fact checking versus private companies? Currently, their fact checking companies are mostly based in California. Also, Zuckerberg said he will be moving staff to Texas and adding 2 board members that are more politically conservative. So I saw that. Little. I guess the little speech that Zuckerberg gave, and it's odd. It seems like he's doing some things because he's obvious the political, or whoever controls him, because the political climate has changed. I don't think it'll really change much. I mean, it'll probably improve Facebook. If that's, I don't know if it even matters. But how do I say, it is, it's a good thing that they are using community notes. And it is, he mentioned it and called it community notes, like what they have on X. I will tell you, I know for a fact from, I'm a community notes writer, and, I can do that on X, and I contribute to those occasionally. But how do I say, Den's method is much better, right? And there are a few things that we could change to fit some of the model that they're talking about, but frankly, the content itself ends up getting a much more robust, even with a smaller number of users, a much more robust evaluation that is more transparent and objective. Because and read the white paper, read the Den white paper, but it's good that they're doing that. I wish they were using something closer to, and I wish X was to what Den is doing, and other things as well, right? But moving to Texas and stuff like that, I have no idea. I think mostly it's just like everything else when people move to a red state, it's going to change the politics. But who knows? Who knows how many people are going to move to Texas, right? And who knows how much. I do believe they are also using AI in some of the mix on determining which posts see the light of day, right? So it's not up to you or any of your friends. Okay, that is all of the questions. So let's see here. I'm going to, okay, there's the featured post we already got. And new segment, case update. So after the AMA, we have, and I'm going to get rid of this, sorry. We have the case update. I guess I'll show you this, but there's not a ton of new info. So if you have been paying attention, you would know some of the stuff that's happening. They right before Christmas, we had that stay that opened up. I don't know if that's the right term or not. And our answer is we needed a little more time to adjust some of the legal team to get some people on board, and also to prepare, and with the holiday and everything else. So they gave us until, I believe, the 27th. It's 27th or 28th of January, at which point, and I'm no lawyer, but if I was going to, my understanding, I'll tell you what my understanding is, that on that day, both sides have to agree on or bring in something pertaining to a schedule for the trial start and all the rest of it. So I'm going to learn more about that this week from the team, but essentially that's the next step. Late January, then we go into trial, right? And so there's a lot of super interesting stuff. And in the meantime, we are working on several campaigns. And I'm going to tell you the most important thing as of now that we can do is get attention to the case. Now, we're going to try to coordinate everybody's efforts and help you with content so that you have good content to put out there. If you are in the Dragon Talk group on Telegram, so it's at Dragon Talk, and it is the official Dragonchain channel. It is announcements only right now. I just posted the community guidelines there. I will probably post them into the Dragonchain lair later today for review and feedback. That's out there right now. You can look at the link inside of the community, the Dragonchain community official group on Telegram, and rearranged a couple of things, added a couple of things, hopefully made it a little bit clearer. But those community guidelines had been in place since 2017, and they were very effective. Currently, that group, as I said, is announcement only. At some point in the next, hopefully in the next week or so, it will. My goal is Monday, maybe Tuesday. It will flip over to be open discussion. There will be some, limits to start, and we are currently, and maybe frankly, the date that we open it will depend a lot on how many volunteers and how much coverage we get across the time, 24/7. So if you can, there is also a form that was posted in that same group where you can essentially volunteer. Fill out some info, give us your name, even if it's not your real name. I don't care. But if you can tell us what your handle is and things like that, it's helpful. And then answer some questions, and we can add you to the list. There will be a special group to coordinate moderators, so you'll get into that, and you'll know a little bit what's going on. But we're going to keep it tight. So if there's any funny business, people will get banned, and they will be banned. They'll be banned fast, and it'll be near to permanent. There is always the unban me, please forgive me form as well. That's been there forever. So, if there's a mistake, you can still get back in. But the reason it matters is because that's where we're going to try to, situate feedback on new announcements, on new campaign things, on new documents and information that we'll be rolling out. I mentioned last week that we're going to definitely have an open letter, and it'll probably be split up into multiple open letters that'll be distributed over, maybe once a week or something. Every one of which is going to be important that we get it in front of as many people as possible, and that's high level important people and everybody else, right? Anybody everybody can call their congressman, everybody can call their senator, and that's the type of stuff that we need. Write letters, things like that. We will be generating what would essentially be war propaganda for these campaigns, and hopefully that'll turn into merch and stuff too. And there are a few other very interesting things that we're planning that I don't know the timing on yet, and we'll announce it when it matters. So volunteer. If you can get in there, please do. Even if it's, I can't tell you exactly when, but whenever I'm sitting around doing nothing during the day, I'll get on, and or whenever I see somebody doing something bad in my notifications, I'll go in there and fix things, right? So we just need volunteer moderators that, especially that have good reputation in the community, that are both good at handling drama or people being rude, but also won't be rude, and who will essentially be a good face for Dragonchain for new people and everything else. So, and by the way, that's just for the moderator role. There will be lots of other opportunities to help us that might depend upon where you are in the world, might depend upon who you know, and might depend upon what skills you have. If you have ideas you can bring to the table, we are all ears. We have to win this thing. That's the key. None of it matters except that we have to win. So, when we do these things, we are confident that if the general public, if the regulators, if the new administration, if the people coming into Doge in the new administration, if members of Congress actually understand what Dragonchain is, what blockchain is, and what the SEC has been doing, we are extremely confident that they're going to, they're going to push to, to get this case thrown out or, dropped. I don't know what the term would be, but either way, that's the confidence level. If we get this in front of people, we're going to win. So that's the goal. Okay. So next we go, let's see here. We're going to close out now. Go if you can to the Dragonchain.Store and get some Dragonchain merch Coffee with Den. There will be some new merch, I do believe, both from the campaigns. There's a Dindal mug, Factor mug. That's cool. I'm looking for, okay, regular JoJo mug. This one. This is my favorite one, right? They don't get a good. I wish I could just see the whole dragon in one shot, but whatever. Go buy this mug. It's awesome. And you can get it in a couple of sizes, right? It's either 1050 or 1450. Anyway, it's the red lithium dragon. So go get that. And if you are able, please make a donation to the Dragonchain Legal Fund at legalfund.dragonchain.com. You can donate with dirty fiat, dollars, euros, any, I do believe, any denomination of currency from anywhere in the world, and with crypto. And we will accept any crypto, although, we have a good set already set up for acceptance, including Dragon, and the attorneys will accept that. So whatever you can do, we appreciate it. So that's everything for this week. Make sure you watch us again next week, same time. Make sure you watch the World Blockchain Roundtable today at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC, and follow Dragonchain, Real Denizens, Drakaria World, and Jojo Row on X and on Den.Social. And let's see here. And I am going to post video editor. Oh, see, okay, sorry. I thought it was somebody else, but either way, whatever. We don't do. I'll note this. It would be reasonable if you would want to volunteer. If you would want to volunteer to edit out important clips, that would be useful. We do the live show on purpose because we don't want all the processing, and it gets us a little bit more ready for real world questions and being able to handle stuff as it happens, right, live. And we don't have to edit anything. We just go on, we go off, we're done. When we had the early, if you go back to the earliest shows, they were edited and processed and then broadcast after the fact. So these live shows are preferred, but if you want, again, to volunteer to cut out important questions, important answers, important comments, and basically prep them, especially with the campaigns coming up, that might be something that we would highly value. And so if you can't do it, if anybody else can, it's all good. But we really do appreciate the offer. And that's it for today. Let's see here. I'm going to sign out now. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in about 30 minutes.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. Adaptable approach is palpable if this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.